Hey, hey.
Mm.
Hi. How are you, my
Uh,
friend?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You're doing great?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
We have nobody on. Oh, we got
Well,
two people now.
you gotta give them a second. We this is a little impromptu.
Well, it should be like same time, same bat channel sort of situation.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we've been slacking here lately, and that's your fault. But it's okay.
What,
And
bro? I used Clayton as a pawn to get you on the show last time.
why is that? Why is
You
he a
weren't going to
pawn?
come on.
Huh?
You weren't going to come on. You were too busy licking your wounds after that like epic Nats beatdown.
I was a little bit, but
Yes,
it was a beatdown too that I had. But yeah.
Hey, dude, I'm just calling it as I see it. All right.
I just been busy. Like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so busy. I'm so important. I'm traveling here, traveling there. Who are you, FJ?
Yeah,
Come on.
I got hurricanes.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is Hurricane Mangler coming to you, right?
yeah, travel. I've been bi-coastal. Like, it's crazy, man.
Bi-coastal. Is that like bipolar?
No,
Okay.
just bi-coastal. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
but yeah, welcome to sunny St. Petersburg, Florida. Well, it's not so sunny right now, but it's going to be the epicenter. Jim Cacciatore is here, and
That's never good, right? When those
huh?
guys are there.
Yeah, when Jim Cacciatore comes in, it's like, yeah, you're fucked. So, um, that some bitch been running around for a while. So, yeah,
Well, so sorry to hear that. It was nice knowing you guys.
yeah, it was a good run. We'll
What's
see.
the plan? Like, are you actively? So I watched the Drunk Donkey yesterday. He has a daily video
Hmm.
and on his spaghetti models YouTube
Yes, yes,
situation.
yeah, Mr. Boylan, Mr. World famous Mike Boylan.
Yeah, the Drunk Donkey.
Yep.
Anyway, so he was basically saying, the things you should know is to know what your evacuation zone is.
Yes,
Do you know what your evacuation zone is?
yes, I do.
Okay. And then the other thing he was saying was you should know like where your shelter is. But then he caveated it with a nice thing which says, "Oh, if you have pets, you're going to need to come up with some alternate plans."
There's pet-friendly shelters, and I
Oh,
know where that's at.
okay.
Um, and I know my evacuation zone, which isn't one. I don't have an evacuation zone. So I'm in a non-flood zone. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, um, if there was any evacuation zone, I would heed the warnings. However, I am not. So, um, plus with the zoo of animals I have, um, we're gonna ride it out.
Okay.
Ride in the storm out.
All right.
Ride. You know that song?
No,
Mm.
no.
I
My
think it's Blue Oyster Cult, I believe.
Okay. My dad is on the other coast.
Yeah.
On Monday, he just had a Generac generator installed.
Oh wow, he went big time.
But here's the thing. They
Did you,
won't
that I mean that's some fucking coin.
I don't know, dude. He got it from Home Depot. It can't be that bad. All right. So anyway,
That's like $5,000.
okay, sure.
Yeah.
Um, you know, he balls hard. It's fine. Anyway, so
Yeah.
the funny part is, so guess when he can get propane for it?
Probably anytime, right?
3 weeks from now. You got to have someone come out, check the tanks, make sure they're like sound and fit. So he, has a new generator. It's got, I don't know, like let's say a gallon of fuel in it right now.
Yeah.
If he loses power, it'll kick over automatically. It'll run for, I don't know, 4.5 minutes and then turn back off. Should be awesome.
So it runs off of propane?
Propane. He doesn't have gas in his neighborhood.
Oh, like a gas
Natural.
gas line, natural gas line.
Mhm.
Yeah. We got the gas, so we're good. Don't have the generator, but
Yeah.
got the gas.
Well, maybe instead of buying 95,000 sets of new tires, you could go get a Generac. You could contribute.
Yeah, I mean those things are not cheap. They're pretty expensive. It's probably more. It's probably like 10K. But yeah, yeah, he'll be okay for this storm. I doubt he'll even lose power. Um, where he's at, he's gonna be on the south side on the west coast of the storm. So everything, all the water is gonna get pulled out from him. All the you know he'll be it'll be like a non-event almost, I would say, for him.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
He's on a hill. He's 20 feet above sea level.
yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah, he's good. Like,
A
yeah,
hill.
but that is look. I live. The area I'm it's called Crescent Heights, right?
Mhm.
So we are the heights of St. Pinellas County, and
Mhm.
so there is we are up here, and then if you slope down, there's a lake in front of our house,
Mhm.
and so that uh, basically exempts us from any type of flooding or storm surge. Now you go 7/10 of a mile that way, and you're fucked. Like like you're getting flooded all the time. Like
Mhm.
those people that live over there, insanely, incessantly flooded all the time. Like it doesn't even have to be a thunderstorm. It could just be a hard rain, and they're
Yeah.
getting flooded.
Oh,
Yeah. So
sounds awesome.
yeah. Now, not to say that went unscathed during the last hurricane,
Did,
Helen.
did I hear that you had a loss in the family?
I had a loss in the family. The Honda is no longer.
What happened to the Honda?
So I had taken it to a repair shop to get some work done while I was out of town, and I figured
Okay.
very efficient of me, take it in, leave it there, let them do the work while I'm out of town. It needed there's some valve or pump on the back side of the motor that controls the oil for the timing chain and this and that, and it's very difficult to get to, and I didn't want to deal with it, and it was leaking oil, and so I was there to get that fixed, and uh, uh, when so it was at the repair shop, and then they had epic at levels of storm surge, and from all intents and purposes, it was completely underwater.
So, would Sir Mix-a-Lot say that something happened to your Honda?
Yeah,
Mm.
and then how did that go? We got a motor back on her Honda. My
Mhm.
Anaconda don't want none unless
There
you.
you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
So, is there a nice insurance claim to the owner of said facility that had your vehicle
No, because so
custody?
typically it's called gatekeepers insurance, and
Mhm.
that's like if an insurance company has, or no, I'm sorry, like a repair company has, possession of a vehicle that's insured, so in case anything happens to it. Um, However, in Florida, usually they don't cover hurricanes, those types of policies. So no, they are not liable, and you just have to go through your own insurance. And I don't think the comprehensive on that car wasn't very existent. So it's pretty much just a loss.
Huh. So that's no good.
Yeah, but lost the Honda. But what are you gonna do? Like it's literally, yeah. I mean, to where so the car, I would say the car was probably 4 to 5 feet below where the main shop was, right? Because it kind of the parking lot of this garage kind of went like the crowned, and the shop was on the top, right? And they had cars that were 3 foot in the air on a lift that got water inside of them. So imagine 3 foot there, another 5 foot. So it was at least, they were saying they had 8 to 9 feet of storm surge. So yeah, it was completely engulfed. Like there's a part of me that just wants to be like, well, let me just bring it back and like drain everything and see if I can get it to run. Like, like
I think you should do that.
I get Ed Bolian my Honda Accord where like he usually does it to flooded like Lamborghinis and shit.
Hmm.
I could do that to fucking like he does McLarens and F1s and all those guys on YouTube. I could just do it to a Honda Accord, like right?
Yeah, you just get a bunch of rice and it'll be fine.
Yeah. I guess there's one thing to salvage a flooded Gallardo versus a 2008 Honda Accord.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of like knowledge base articles on fixing a flooded out, Honda Accord, but maybe,
Yeah,
it could be a thing.
yeah. So like I literally didn't know that it had. I had suspicion that it could have happened,
Yeah,
but I didn't find out till last week when I was in Bakersfield, and the shop finally got power and service to call me and let me know. And uh, so my dad went by and looked at it, and he said that yeah, there was still water in the cup holders.
do you want to advertise what this shop is so no one ever goes there?
No, because it's not their fault. It really isn't. I mean, the only thing they could have done better is that the only thing that really happened was that they had to order the parts, and the parts didn't show up in time for them to fix it before this hurricane came.
Are they charging you for the parts still?
No, they're not charging me anything.
No. No.
Yeah, yeah. So no, they didn't charge for diagnostics or anything like that.
That's really nice of them.
Yeah, they put like half a pound of coolant in it, of AC stuff in it, and
Oh,
refrigerant in it, and then yeah, they're not charging me for that either.
hmm.
So
Great. Are you going to make it into like a big cube,
what?
the junkyard?
Oh, there's well, so I know that Progressive Insurance had like after the last hurricane, and I think just this county alone had like 5 or 6 thousand insurance claims, and 95% of them were totaled.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you're looking for a deal on a nice used car from the Florida area, I'm sure there'll be a lot popping up in your auction house near you.
yeah. So this is another one of those things. Avoid all the Florida cars now.
Yeah,
Awesome.
when you go to those insurance auctions, and, and it's like I don't know what's wrong with this car. It looks perfectly fine.
There's a really nice Ferrari 550 on Cars and Bids in Jupiter, Florida.
Okay.
Um, it's I think it's bidded up to like 136 grand right now.
Yeah.
I wish everyone good luck with your sale. So
Well, I mean, it could be okay. Jupiter is the other side of the state. It's what was funny is that they were showing the news highlights from Helen, and they're at Madeira Beach, which is basically just due west of here, and like they're showing all the sand and stuff because that whole area got wrecked pretty bad, and there's a fucking DeLorean just chilling out in the fucking like it's like beached up on like this sands underneath it, and I'm like, who the fuck has a DeLorean just sitting outside? Just like I'm like, but think about it. If there is a car to go through salt water and survive, it would be a DeLorean.
maybe.
Well,
I
it's
don't know.
stainless steel, right? So it's not going to rust.
Yeah,
Um,
it's still going to get pretty fucked up.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna get fucked up. But it was just funny. I'm like, all the cars, there's just a DeLorean. Vera sent me a picture of some guy who had a C8 that got.
Yeah, I saw something on the internet. There was like it looked like it was floating.
Yeah. And then I saw a video today of a guy. He had uh, he said he lives like 9 miles from the ocean and has a brand new C8, and so he parked in his garage and he's got it wrapped in like this Bisqueen car cover like thing, and I'm like, dude, if that's getting flooded, that shit ain't gonna stop that.
Nope.
Like that, there's yeah, the force of water and the power of water is just insane. So anyway, yeah, we're 42 feet above sea level. There you go.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Like that's mountainous in Florida.
Oh yeah, you guys are big time.
Yeah, like I mean, we are looking down on all the other fucks of St. Pete. What are you doing?
You're talking and doing stuff. Is what it is.
But see, that's not how a podcast works.
Oh, it is. It is. Dude. You're talking about stuff I don't care about. It's boring.
Wow. Wow.
It's aggressive. I know. It's fine.
I mean, so do we need to talk about babies and poop and
No one wants to talk about that either. No one came here for that.
well, you probably did. This is your life now.
Uh, sure. Cool. Anyway,
It is. I mean,
yeah. Let's talk about the Bakersfield. How did that go?
it went fine. I feel. There was a lot of. I think it was hot. Very hot.
Now, when you say hot, like you're from Florida,
Mhm.
it's from there.
Mhm.
It was hotter in Bakersfield than it was in Florida.
Physical air temperature, yes.
Okay, but it's a dry heat, right?
Dry heat. So it's not necessarily as bad. I feel like
Mhm.
I'd much rather have it 103 with the dew point at 65 than 90 and the dew point at 76.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So like
Like what was the?
and this is what's funny, and it's kind of ironic. There's some politicians out there that feel that there's certain people that control the weather.
Oh,
Like,
there's something called geoengineering. I learned about it on Twitter this morning at 2 a.m.
okay, yeah. So there's a certain population of this country that controls the weather, and it's usually religious affiliated.
Here's the
And you would think that if that was the case, and they all live in Florida, that the Florida weather would be less humid.
Yeah. I
Right?
heard that joke from Jon Stewart also. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks. You could at least credit the guy you're giving the joke to. Okay.
I didn't. I
It
just came
happened
up
on the
with that on
Daily
my
Show.
own.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that yeah,
Mhm.
they would make it better, but they don't.
Yeah. No,
Any case,
I don't believe any of that geoengineering thing. But so going back to the Bakersfield, so it's 110 in the or 103 in the shade. How hot did the track get?
um, I heard in the 140s.
Did you stop measuring after a while? You're like, it don't matter.
I didn't care.
Oh,
Like I wasn't about the temperature of the track. Like
no,
that wasn't my
that
nah.
wasn't your life. No.
No, because for one, I knew it was never gonna. Knock on wood, it shouldn't be that hot in a few more weeks, and
Is it going to get like 10 degrees cooler?
theoretically, yeah. Like if you look at the weather, like for this week, it's supposed to be like 88.
Hmm. All right.
So like, so that you're now at 15 degrees cooler.
Mhm.
Um, so I wasn't stressing about worrying what my car was going to do at 140-degree track temp because I figured it was never going to get there. And obviously a lot of the runs or a lot of people kind of held off to the early morning or early evening hours when the track was like 115. Um, and that's when some of the faster times were set, obviously. And so, but yeah, it's all relative too. I mean, if you're Orlowski, you can pretty much run whatever fucking lap time you want at any time of day, with given the 7 different cars that you run throughout a day. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Hold on. So did he have a different car for different hours?
he had, I don't know how many cars he had. He had a lot of cars.
Yeah.
I think I overheard him say one day that he drove 5 or 6 different cars.
I think you have that many, right?
I have one that I actually drove the entire weekend.
So you're like, I'm here. I have like at least 3 mod cars. I'm never going to put another one down.
Nope. I'm like, this is the one I'm going to run. This is the one I'm going to work on. This is what we're focusing on.
That's a
Okay.
lot of eggs in one basket there, kid.
Yeah, because there wasn't anything, and granted, if say by day of the 5 days of practice I had, by day 3, if shit wasn't working out and other people who were running other things were like, hey, this is really working for me,
Yeah.
I might start considering it. But that wasn't happening.
Okay.
Like there was a lot of well, that didn't work, and that didn't work, and
Ah!
that didn't work. So I'm kind of like, I'm just gonna stay focused on this one thing.
So, what do you think was the biggest gimmick of the entire week?
Gimmick?
Yeah.
I can't, hard to say.
All right.
I don't think there really was a gimmick.
No,
There was just like, it was trying to find and I speak for
you can
myself
just
and
speak for
some of the other.
yourself. It's fine.
Yeah, I think the balance. I think for myself, the biggest thing was just to try to find a balance of the car that um, could not only turn, but had enough rear stability that you know you could
Just
really
get
kind of push the car,
yeah,
huh? Yeah,
finger down.
and
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that was kind of like the biggest challenge. Um, I did find some things that I thought helped that a lot. Um, However, the things that I found in it being me, a lot of people are just like, well, okay, like, no, you go have fun.
Are you saying people wrote you off on whatever you were doing?
I don't know if they wrote me off, but I'm not fast, right? So I'm not to be considered serious, or
Well,
like,
all right. Hold on.
it's
Let's.
kind of like when you have an idea. A lot of
What
people are
does
like, well,
that
he's
even
fucking
mean?
nuts, you
What
know?
does that even mean? Are you
Like,
trying to say until you put it over on people repeatedly, then they don't
yeah,
listen?
yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not necessarily a viable source of information, or like, yeah, they would feel that the things that I was doing was more of a gimmick,
Mhm.
and so therefore not really going to try it.
All right. Well, so when they try it like 3 months from now, can you remember this? Can you put it back in
Well, the
like
worlds will be over and no one will care.
yeah, no, but put it in your memory banks and then can you throw out an I told you so, please?
I mean, I definitely say, well, that's kind of what I found.
Yeah, I think you should
So,
do that. I would really enjoy that.
well, I don't necessarily need to do I told yous,
Oh,
because
come on.
nah, I'm not petty like that.
Okay.
It's not about me.
Okay.
What are you talking about? It's not.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is what I found. I shared my thoughts. If people want to try it, by all
Yeah.
means, try it. You know, um, a couple of the things that um, I did a lot of work with, and I felt was probably uh, uh, some of the most beneficial was dampener work and flex work, and those are two things I necessarily haven't really done a lot of.
Yeah.
I kind of stay in this one little zone, and I definitely was just not necessarily throwing hail marys, but like, let's just really go this direction and see what we can get, right? And try to see if we can find some nuances or differences. And so anyway, um, uh, hy- uh, um, Osmatics has what they call the FD,
It's a
what
flex dampener.
flex dampener top deck,
Yeah.
and I put that on. That actually took me till Friday before I got that on. And when I put that on, I take that back. I ran it Tuesday in the front, and I didn't like it in the front. So then I just kind of abandoned it, and and then some other guys that are more well known than me uh,
Mhm.
started running it and gravitating towards it. So I'm like, well, I'll try it in the rear,
Mhm.
and because I only had one, and so I put it in the rear. And I'm like, ooh, this is there's something here.
Yeah.
And so um, I would have liked to run it in the front and rear, but
Yeah.
I only had it one for the rear. So I think that will stay on the car
Okay.
when I go.
Now, here, Dave has a valid point. I saw a 10-9 kid.
Yeah,
Right. That's pretty good.
that dude. That's the look.
Never
The way overall, the experience of what I did last week was I ran faster than I've ever gone before.
Yeah.
My car was consistent, and I mean, what more do I want to ask for, right? Like I've look, there is a mythical 3 tenths out there
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I'm never gonna find. Like,
Oh, come on now.
I mean, let's be honest, all right? The world champions, at one point there was 9 or 10 world champions there.
Yeah. So you were car 11, right?
Yeah, yeah, okay. And but like for me for me to be even within a few tenths of those guys says a lot. And so because there's just that ability that they have that I don't.
Mhm.
And so I'm being realistic. I'm not trying to be, I'm not, unlike most RC racers who think they are the greatest RC racer that ever existed. I'm more practical and reasonable, and understand that look, there is a place, and mine's in the D. So like, look, I think that right now, based upon my efforts last week, I have the D main locked up.
Oh my.
I think I'm winning the D.
How many entries are there?
Like 60.
There's only um you're only targeting the lower half. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean that should be pretty much logical.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know what Monticello is? What Goder's talking about?
There's the Montagues and Capulets from Romeo and Juliet. Monticello
That's
is
a
a
horse track in like New York.
well, there's also Monticello, Illinois, I believe. And anyway, but yeah, it's no, I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, cool. So Eric Jones is saying he tried it in the rear and it didn't suck last week. Now,
It
I
didn't suck. It really didn't. I'm like, all right, like it didn't suck as bad as it did in the front.
so here's the real question to you.
Yeah, you have a real question. Okay.
Did you try anything else in combination with it? Like, so you put that thing in the back, and then did you change anything else?
Mm-mm,
No. Did you try other fluids in it?
mm-mm.
Okay. All right. And so, I gotta say, I after that weekend, everyone's asked, "Hey, do you have any more 800 FDs?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's been the new question.
That's the new question. I mean, if you just go to sidepieceracingusa.com, they
Yeah,
will
you'll see
tell
they're on.
you how many are in stock.
Yeah, there's
There's zero now.
yeah 0.
I know where 3 are going.
Well, maybe you got on it quicker than other people. Hopefully, it doesn't get blown away. That'd be funny.
Yeah, no shit.
You'll be on that tracking number, kid. You know,
I mean, I'll put it this way. I probably won't see it till next week anyway, because it takes like a week and a half now to get packages from you. So
that's part of the global distribution network.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you can.
We'll
I know.
have we'll have we'll have an off-air RC Track Rats podcast.
I know who you can call. I'll give you somebody's number.
No, we're talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Here's actual real value. In front, it created a mid corner push,
That's not what I found in
but
front.
I think you'd need a front and rear.
Oh,
Oh,
well, okay. Yeah. I mean, I get that. But like if you just ran it in the front, I
yeah.
didn't find that.
No.
Now, I've run it before in the rear at Coral
Mhm.
Springs, and I didn't like it then. But I think here, with the grip that they have, it could prove beneficial.
Okay.
But the thing is, and the way I look at it is too, it's like this is a thing that can be removed rather easily, and
Yep.
that I know the direction of what everything else I have. So it's kind of like I have alternates that I can put on, right? So it's not like, um, uh, if this thing pans to be a bag of shit next time, I'm good. Like I know what I can do and where to go.
So if this thing doesn't work, what would you do instead?
I just put regular soft 127S top decks on split
Do you run it with all the bridges cut out the back?
in the rear, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
No, actually, except for
No.
one, I leave the one bridge in.
Oh, you left the back one in,
Yeah.
but why didn't you run it with all of them cut out? Because that's the best one.
Because I didn't need to be, I didn't need it freer.
Oh, okay.
I need a little bit of rear grip,
Yeah. All right.
and
Now,
so Like
What?
I tried one pieces cut. I tried one piece of solid. I tried
Yeah.
all solid. Like I tried a lot of them. So
What top deck did you run? I'm sorry. What motor mount screws did you run?
C, no D.
So one hole, the fourth one? No, no. Like I'm talking about the on the lower.
Yeah,
So
it's numbered, right? So it's
yeah,
what,
yeah.
5? Yeah, so it's 4
You ran four.
or 3.
I'm thinking you
One
ran
is it
three.
one?
There's two, and then there's three.
I ran 3,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just 3.
Yeah, yeah. I understand. That's the most savage you can hook it up at. So yeah.
I mean, it
Mm,
helped the car turn. I mean, I think that there's probably times where it was really hot. I could have probably put 3 and
and
5
four.
in.
Oh, 3 and 5.
Yeah, or
All right.
maybe 3 and 4. But yeah, I mean, if you run 3 and 5, do you really need to run 4?
I don't know. I've never
Yeah,
tried
yeah. I mean, that's kind of where I'm.
before.
That's like when you run the D and F hole in the top deck. Do you really need to run like yeah? So
All right.
do you need to really run another E hole? All right. So any case,
All right. Well, that does sound it does sound very interesting to me.
why
Um,
is that?
I'm I'm like I'm
You're hypothetical racing in your head against me. Yeah.
no, not against you. I'm never bothering to race you because I already know I'm winning. I'm just worrying about going forward. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, you love it.
You're just I mean, maybe this child has made you more delusional. I don't know. I think
Could
that
be.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
could be.
You forgot to have the level of suck that you possess.
Oh my lord, that is aggressive. That is aggressive. Wow.
So, any case,
Yeah.
but yeah, I actually, like I said, I felt my week there, speaking for myself, went rather well. Again, I ran the fastest I've ever run, consistent, like checked a lot of boxes, right? Learned some things, tried some things, um, went different directions that I liked, went different directions I didn't like. Um, you know, didn't destroy anything. Uh,
You are trying.
no, I, I, I only had one big wreck,
Okay.
and um,
More.
huh?
Tell us more. What happened?
I hit the curb going onto the straightaway, and then it shot me out of the park.
Oh,
Cur-
like in the sweeper, it
Yeah,
you onto the okay.
yeah. Now, ironically, I don't know, ironically or coincidentally, both Hagberg and Bruno on their very last runs of the entire weekend did the exact same thing and destroyed their cars. So,
Yeah,
hey, I'm in good company.
yeah, I heard there was actually a lot of people that destroyed cars.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I did not see a lot of carnage, I guess, but
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna fail at some point, right? You know, even Verstappen slaps the wall a little bit here and there.
yeah, I heard like last runs there were some brand new speedos that just like went tits up and people destroyed their shit on the straightaways.
Oh, I'm not aware of that, but could
Okay,
have happened.
all right.
Yeah,
I
a
thought
lot,
you
a
were
lot
in
of,
a car when I heard that
huh?
conversation. I thought you were in a car when I actually heard that out of somebody's mouth. No?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I was, wasn't I?
Yeah.
No, I think, yeah, but I don't. I can't confirm that information. That's just their story, not mine.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I can't confirm or deny because I wasn't there to witness that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was there, but I didn't witness it.
All right.
Because you know me, I pay a lot of attention to what's fucking going on around me.
Now you're usually so head down. Like I'm surprised you even know what day it is.
There was a couple touch and go moments about the hey, I was like, what fucking day is this?
Mhm.
I mean, to have literally like 8 hour. Oh, let's see, we were there at 7 a.m. and we left at typically 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So 11 hour days of just at 103-degree temperatures. I mean, I remember at one point, like I had put my arms on my pit mat on my pit board, and I'm like, this shouldn't be this hot. like, like my pit board shouldn't like feel a like a
Million
hot plate,
degrees.
like
Yeah.
a hot plate. And we would go back to the Airbnb after, and we'd pull our shit out of the bag or whatever, and it's still fucking warm. Like it's like we just pulled some cookies out of the oven. That's like so. Anyway, but yeah, that's a lot of running really, and batteries were being pushed to the limit, and yeah, there was.
So I take it from what I hear, you're going to need some fresh sticks.
I mean, if it's 103, I don't think you're necessarily gonna need the freshest of fresh, but um, it'll probably be
I
a little helpful.
mean, your sticks don't rock like this right now.
Those do. The ones that I did not run do not.
Okay.
But yeah, between the heat of Texas and then the heat of Bakersfield, yeah, they're a little rocky.
Okay.
Had to add a little extra shim.
Oh, yeah. To give
Yeah,
clearance. Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So
Did you see said new Speedo? There's a question.
yes, I did. The new Hobby Wing, which was announced today.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, hell, I saw that back in when was the one up race?
Oh, yeah. It was back then.
Yeah,
Wow.
you didn't know that?
I didn't look. I didn't care.
Yeah, yeah, it was around in that race.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's been out there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good right now. That's all
Yeah.
I can say. Yeah.
Okay.
It isn't gonna change my game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
because it won't. Now, there's some interesting features that I like about it. I just don't have time to test or play with them. So, like, it's not gonna be. I don't need. Like, I'll probably end up getting one and fucking around with it, but not for this.
Okay.
There's a feature of when you I don't know what they call it exactly, but as you let off, it applies drag brake.
Hmm.
And so like with my driving style where I don't use a lot of I'm not a huge push breaker,
Yeah.
that sounds amazing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So um I'm really happy to start playing with that, but it's too late in the game, and I'm not a team driver, and you know I'm not big friends with the donger, so I can't really
The donger. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't really I don't have the hookup,
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So
But I also think you're probably smart enough that like if um if you if one showed up in your pits, you wouldn't run it, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not gonna be the silver bullet that puts me all of a sudden in the sea.
Okay. All right. Hey, you never know, man. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think about carry the one? Nope, that's not it. All right, here you go. What do you think about these?
Look at you. Yeah, those are look sexy.
Yo, the crazy thing about these,
Like, where'd you get them?
bro, don't worry about that.
Yeah, I do want to worry about that.
You see how thin this thing is?
Yes.
Do you see how thin that is?
Yes.
Damn. Anyway, and it's very light.
What is it, 180?
Here, let's do it. Let's do it live. All right, here we go.
My guess is 180, 190 grams.
I think it's 197.
Okay.
This one weighs 199.
Ooh, that's heavy.
All right. But then the question is, should you run that or should you instead run this?
And that's 146 probably, or one.
This says a 5,000. And so if you weigh this guy,
Yeah.
this one's 181.
That's too big.
181. All right. So if that one's too big, then we run this one.
I got a question.
Hold on.
Again,
Hold
where do
on.
you buy Coyote stuff in America? What website can you get Coyote shit at? Like,
Don't
I
worry.
haven't seen this for sale anywhere.
Don't worry.
Is it available on the public? Can you actually run this at the? Is it publicly available to where you can run this at the IFMAR Worlds?
It is all 11 of their batteries are IFMAR certified.
I know that, but are they available? Don't they have to have some public availability?
Yeah. They're available. Here you go. So look.
Where? Here? What's the website? Can you tell me? I like to check them out.
This one's 161.
Okay, that's. I'd run that one.
You'd run that one, you think?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Like I don't really like shorties.
Why?
They usually run really slow to me.
You should. So you should check. You should actually. So that one that 16 mil pack. That first one you showed me.
Yeah.
What's the 5300?
Yeah.
You should actually cycle that on a GFX, not some bullshit whatever thing you got.
Yeah.
On a GFX, and compare the milliamps between those two batteries. At 840, don't be bullshitting it up. And see what they got. And then that would tell you your answer.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
No, not maybe. It will.
All right.
But you won't do that.
Well, I might.
You won't.
Yeah, I might. You never know. What I really want
have you already?
I want to run them in a car. That's what I really
I think one of those two would probably be perfectly fine, especially for you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of like the pond and the pool. I mean, they'd probably both be nice for you. So.
I actually think, I really think I'm probably going to run. If you were to ask me, I didn't spend a week in RC Shangri-La, doing stuff. I wasn't Peter Panning it this weekend. All right, and so if it were up to me, I think I'm going to run this battery.
Which battery is that? Oh, that one. Okay.
And so if I put this one on the scale, this one's 219.
220. Yeah, 220.
All right, but then if I put that back in the box and I pull out this one.
Ooh. What's that one? Are these HV cells?
Yes.
Oh, so that means the milliamps isn't really what they are.
Yeah. This one weighs 224.
Yeah, that's.
No, I don't know.
But it's not really a 6300.
Well, it is if you charge it to 7.6.
Yeah, but you're not going to. You can't.
I'm not even charging my 5000s to 8.4.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that battery is probably the same as an EA battery, and it says 6300.
I think it's pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, so what's this website you get this Coyote stuff off of? Like, just asking for a friend.
I don't know. Maybe we'll do that in that private call later.
All right. I mean, goddamn, kid. You got the Speedo?
No. Like like new Speedos. We're not dealing with new Speedos right now. Like
I'm not okay, but I mean, like, you just didn't have one show up anyway.
No. I'm crazy, and then I'm crazy, so I didn't do that.
Okay. All right.
So,
did you get to the track this weekend?
No, I did not.
There was I saw pictures of you building something.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. But hey, like the week is still young. It's just Tuesday.
You can go out there anytime.
Yeah. And so you're talking about I'm building something. I don't have it up here. It is the biggest piece of carbon fiber I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
It is long.
Yeah.
I hope
you're not used to things this long.
No, I'm not. Dude,
okay.
You're not either, bro. This is like a fucking skateboard. All right. It's the longest chassis I've ever seen. Yeah. So I don't know. It's in progress. Like it basically has the shocks hanging, and I haven't done the like setup, and I haven't put electronics in it yet. But
It's a front wheel drive car. It should be. It's like the 12 scale of touring cars. It should like take you like no time.
yeah, but when you have like 45-minute bursts of
Yeah.
concentration, everything takes forever. So,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But so, oh, sorry you didn't get to go out. I heard the Daniel checks went out and they were playing her out there. And
yeah, they're doing what they're self-proclaimed the total opposite of what you're doing.
oh yeah, and what's that?
So what was the thing that no one would believe you about that you tried this past week?
No, they believe me.
No,
They
no,
just
but like you didn't verbalize it. I know, but you didn't verbalize
yeah. Okay,
it.
we'll
No,
leave
no,
it there.
you should verbalize it.
Why?
Do you want to have like a conversation, or you just want to be a bitch?
I mean, this is my secret that I found. I shared it with.
Okay, cool, 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 cool. No, but
No,
you can't say "I told you so" if you don't share it.
I went to Soft Springs.
All right. So these guys are doing the opposite of that.
Oh, they're double springing it.
Correct.
See, I couldn't get any of those, so I don't even have that option.
No, dude, they're taking like a automatic spring and then another automatic spring, lobbing
Yeah.
the end off and running it that way.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And so your car might be plush and soft, and their car is like feels like a no suspension go kart.
Okay.
So
One of these setups will work.
well, maybe, but yeah,
Yeah.
something's bound to work. Um, it just the question is like how who gets there first, and is there a meaningful outcome? So hard to say.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to try some of this stuff at Heroes and see how it translates there and what it does to the car there. Um, don't know if I'll get to run there, but um,
Yeah.
or if it'll even exist here the next couple days. Huh?
You don't know if Heroes will exist.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you think it's not stronger than the Storm?
don't know. You never know with these things, man.
Okay.
Mother Nature and environmental forces are beyond our control, and so they hit in funny ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's part luck and part a roll of the dice and circumstance.
Yeah.
There's no real, I remember a couple years ago we had that storm that this I think it was Irma that wiped out Fort Myers track,
Yeah.
and it also put a big hurting on Arcadia and Nuggets, and so like even then like they're so far inland
Yeah.
that it's just like it was just really kind of freaking weird. Like you could just watch a trail of just destruction through the like it was no rhyme or reason why they had so much damage.
Mhm.
So that storm basically took out two RC tracks essentially. One was able to rebuild, and the other one never. So yeah, it's a total crapshoot when it comes to this stuff. So my biggest concern with this storm right now is that the storm surge isn't high enough that they shut down the poop factory, and so we'll be able to use the toilet.
I got lost in your poop story. So what's your concern?
Yeah, because you are not listening to me.
No.
This is the part of a conversation of a podcast where two motherfuckers listen to each other and they have a conversation. This is how podcast works. When you're out doing your fucking bullshit, not paying attention to what I'm saying, then you miss part of the conversation. It's active listening, right? It's a fucking skill and talent that people should have and use, especially ones who are in management, such as yourself.
You brought me back in with the poop.
Yeah.
You should lead the story with poop. All right. Know your audience. Control your message. You're like, it's really your fault. All right.
So there's three in Pinellas County down here in St. Pete, and there's three uh uh what are they called, sanitation, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where the
And
dookie goes?
yeah. So there's the north, there's the south, and then there's the southwest. And the north is the most susceptible to storm surge, and so it usually gets shut down kind of frequently. And that one affects, basically, we missed that one by 8 blocks.
Okay.
And so we're on the southern one, and that one doesn't is not easy to say, susceptible, whatever. Fuck you.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, but however, they feel that this one might need to be shut down as well due to storm surge. So if that's the case, we wouldn't have. Uh, we can flush the toilet, but at some point the sewage will back up
So
because it's
do you have the buckets ready?
buckets for what?
You can poop in a bucket.
Oh, like a raccoon? No, we're good.
Like a raccoon. No, I'm thinking more like a bear. You're gonna
Oh,
go out in the woods and poop in a bucket.
I could do that. I go just shit on the woods, out in the alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the homeless people. So yeah, it would be all right.
Do you feel like you're on a high fiber diet?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Like, I mean, I could just go out there with the poop bags we use for the dogs and just pick it up and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's a good look.
yeah. I mean, the dog does it. Why can't I?
I agree with your statement. Why can't you?
Yeah, I mean, duh.
Yeah. I think you should actually.
Yeah,
I'm really here for this.
yeah. So anyway, that's kind of like the one thing I worry about. Um, I think we're going to lose power at some point too. So we'll see how long that lasts.
Okay. Well, I wish all my friends and family in Florida the best of luck, and
Yeah.
we're all going to be watching. I had forgotten that there are these things called hurricanes, but now that I've realized, I'm paying more attention.
Yeah. Well, now that you have your dad down here and everything, yeah. But yeah, Jim Cacciatore, I mean, he'll be live from somewhere. You can watch the Weather Channel.
Yeah. Have you, just to throw something at you? Have you ever tried this new thing
I have them. I have not tried.
with these things?
Yeah,
No.
I have all that.
Okay.
I just have. I mean, they're brand new.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I have not.
They're
With
they're in the bucket of things I haven't tried yet. Have
yeah,
have you ever tried this yet?
no.
Okay. Do you think it's a gimmick?
I don't know if it's a gimmick, but I think that it's not necessarily needed.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I mean, the problem is they're $15 each.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah, I mean, they're $15 a wing, and it's like I get the one with the body for free, or with the cost of the body, and so like that one works fine.
Now,
So
do
kind
you run the light wing, or do you not run, or do you run the heavy wing?
of I've been starting to be on the light more often.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right. I like the sound of that.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. And
Uh,
you said you didn't really get on with these.
I don't even own those.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody tried them. Didn't feel it was a direction worth going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that person who tried those also tried my soft springs.
Yeah.
Did try my soft springs and felt that you could put the car anywhere and it was really easy to drive. But that's all they went. That's all the further they went with it.
It wasn't fast though, right?
I guess not. I don't know. Like
Okay.
they ran a lot of cars. Let's put it that way.
Uh-huh.
And so they were trying a lot of things. So who's to say?
Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day. That's what we hear.
Yeah.
So if there's two qualifiers, where you might get right,
I need 3 though.
Yeah, but like, how many days of qualifying are there? Two?
I have no idea.
No, you know, assume eventually
I know there's 5 runs a day.
yeah.
So, whatever that, because there's 4 days at 5 runs a day.
Okay.
So, whatever that is,
Mm.
because it comes out to 20 sets of tires.
Yeah.
And I think that's also actually gonna be better, at least my program and what I'm doing, because you're gonna be less mind fucked by running used tires. You have less of a chance to mind fuck yourself, put it that way.
Do you?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you maybe the last topic we can leave everyone with is um did everyone have the same tires this past week?
According to some, and allegedly, no. There was a team that was there that had tires that were really sticky.
Hmm. But and by
Uh,
sticky, you mean like if you took, let's say you took one tire and you stuck it to the other and you held them up like this, they would stick together?
they had done that, yes, a little bit.
Okay.
That these were, uh, uh, I don't know, some batch that they got that was real sticky, and some felt that it was, better.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, uh, obviously that's not going to be the case for the worlds. I don't think you know. I think those tires were pretty much limited to them only, that team. Um, no one
No,
else had those. Nobody else had those.
there's no way there's going to be tire drama at the Worlds. I can't imagine it happening.
I mean, how could, like, when they have to build 12,000 individual tires,
How could
how
anything go wrong?
how could they all not be the same?
Yeah.
I mean, Ford builds 12,000 cars a day. They're all fucking perfectly the same.
They come off the line. You've seen that movie Gun Ho. They're all good.
Yeah, yeah. Greatest, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Mhm. You can wear the ribbon.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Uh, the the my better half
Yeah,
uh
yeah, we agree.
dis- disagrees with Gung Ho being one of the greatest movies of all time.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, and she does hold a little weight. It doesn't quite it's a little racist. Uh
Most movies from the '80s are.
yeah, it doesn't necessarily translate in today's world. But and as we had a conversation about it, her and I should say, um, I look at it at a in a different view, and so, um, but yeah, I think it's a great movie. I think there's a lot of life lessons, but other than I mean, Ron Howard was
Mhm.
the director of that movie.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
Opie, if
Mhm. Yeah.
for so I mean, uh, Ron Howard's a pretty good guy, so.
Yeah, I
Um,
I hear he only went to a few of P. Diddy's parties.
oh, really? Only a couple?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, in any case, we digress. Oh, what were we talking about? Tires. Oh, yeah. 12,000 tires. Yes.
Yeah.
No, they're all going to be exactly the same.
Yep.
There won't be any difference. They will all be perfectly straight and square and round and all
Mhm.
the things that they need to be. And
Inserts won't be glued to things. Not at
no,
all.
no, not at all. Not at a single one.
Nope.
So, however, yeah, I still think that just being bolting on fresh tires you'll be less prone to get, mind fucked on that.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Maybe. What if somehow or another you run your car and your car's better on second run tires?
Then I'll run second run tires. But I'll never know that because I won't do it.
Um,
No, I would be
do
able to.
you,
I would know, and this is how I would know. Um, it would take several laps for the car to come in,
uh-huh. Yep.
and so if it took, let's say, more than 5 laps for the car to come around,
Yep.
that would be an indicator that second run tires or put this way, at least scuffed tires would be better.
But so in that scenario, what would you do then?
I would just run practice sets because you have controlled practice sets that will be marked.
But would you be able to?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You don't have to use the full allocation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So so like you have and like you could even take race sets in the morning, and when we have the warm up in the morning, you could use those as your scuff run.
Hmm.
So you would have those throughout the day. And then if you wanted to run those, say for the second time in a qualifier or the third time in a qualifier, you would have them.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think with the fact that allowing new tires every run, definitely gives you uh, uh, the opportunity to. Sorry, somebody's at the door. Um, it gives you the opportunity to have different options as far as new or used tires or whatever. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, somebody's at the door. I don't know. Maybe it's my 103-year-old neighbor. I doubt it, but
Could be. You
yeah,
never know. Is she going to ride out the storm with you guys?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
spell that menage a trois?
No, no, she's gonna be in her house.
Oh, I
We
thought.
will, we will be in ours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she will. Yeah, she's yeah.
Do you guys have a soup can like ready from strung from one window to the other?
No, she's gonna have the granny nanny with her.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so
All right,
it'll be
she's
all
all
right.
by herself. That's good.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
yeah, you're
apparently, her
not gonna.
kids don't totally not care for her.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. There's people that they're when you're see the problem is when you're 103,
Yeah,
you outlive a lot of motherfuckers, and so when it gets to 103,
those are
the people
vampire problems.
the people that are your family are fucking 80.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So, they're not as helpful at that age that they once were.
Mm,
And so they become problematic as well.
mm,
So now not only are you dealing with 103, but you're also dealing with some person in their 80s. And
mm.
so yeah, it's kind of not great. But anyway, you're just kind of compounding the geriatricness in the situation.
Oh, all right. Well, hopefully we'll have more coyote info soon,
Yeah?
and
Coming to Side Piece Racing soon?
maybe could be a thing. We'll
Could be
see.
a thing. Don't
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
TBD.
All it has to do is it has to ship. That's the question. It has to ship.
Uh, oh, well, just like parts from Awesome Max. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, no. One delivers like clockwork.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Coyote, yes.
There's been 700 and I think 48 Awesomatics orders in uh 11 years. That's a lot of orders.
700 orders that have gone bad?
No,
Oh.
no, like stocking orders.
Oh.
That's a lot of orders, bro.
All right.
Gone bad. What is fucking haters?
I don't know, man. Like
Haters.
I've heard things.
What do you mean heard things? That's more than one order a week for 14 years. But anyway,
You haven't had Awesome Max USA for 14 years.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's been 11 years.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. All right. What else you got? How's the baby life? You enjoying
Yeah, yeah,
little Zoe?
she's cute. So
Yeah.
she's, smiling and giggling and
Yeah.
pooping and doing all the things.
Doing all the baby things.
Yeah,
All right. Uh, still worth it. Best decision you've ever made in your life.
I'm probably under surveillance right now, so of course the answer is always
I'm under surveillance.
often things worth doing aren't always easy. That's all.
I'm sure there's a lot of newness and difficulty in this. I'm sure for you.
But like the good part is for like over a week now, she's been sleeping at least 7 hours overnight straight.
Yeah. Oh,
So, yeah, it's
that
good.
sounds amazing.
Yeah. So hopefully we can add a few more in and
Kids?
no, no, hours of sleeping.
Oh, hours of sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 hours is pretty good.
Yeah, but like 12 would be better, you know. Basically she like gets up, she goes to bed around 9 or 10,
Yeah.
wakes up around 5 or 6,
Okay.
and then goes back to sleep till like 8, I'm sorry, to 9 or 10.
Okay.
So,
That's pretty solid.
yeah, but in between all of that, she ends up eating about like 11 to 13 ounces of milk during that time. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Huh.
she's house and stuff. So,
She's not colicky, which is good too.
I don't think so. I think the way to fix that is you got to feed the kid and then you got to
Yeah.
feed the kid. And generally that's my two
Yeah. Life lessons.
yeah, and well, you always change the kid too,
Yeah.
sometimes we're at 3 diapers per hour, that's a
We're down from 7.
well, I was I ever at 7? Come on.
Yes, you were.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. Like we've had this conversation.
yeah.
Like, yeah. There's families out there in the world who are struggling to diaper their kid, and you assholes are going through 7 an hour. So yes.
No, that dude, like I think that's like 7 an hour is only like a few sets of tires for you.
Man, I'm trying to think. I think I actually went through about 15 sets.
That's it. That seems low.
I mean, it's not. There's numbers that were higher. Yes, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, I who who how many do you think how what do you think is the maximum number of sets someone had burned through in a day? 10?
Yeah,
Like 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening?
it could be more than that. It could be probably closer to 12.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
gotta say,
Orlowski ran a lot.
the one infuriating problem was I wish people's names were in the goddamn computer. That would have been really nice. So
Yeah, I mean, I
as a
don't know why that wasn't done. It would have been really easy.
yeah, but no one wants to really know, like share what they're doing, you know?
Well, I mean, there was times when Reinhardt didn't even have a transponder in his car.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Hara was out there giving him lap times and doing it on the watch.
What?
Yeah, several occasions.
What?
Yeah, I
Man.
mean, these guys are serious.
Were they doing it in like another language, like in German? But they don't all know all the. Maybe they came up with their own language.
No, it was 10-1 or whatever. It was 11-1, 11-0. Like he was just calling them out. Like it wasn't like
I was hoping it'd be like Ichni Sanchi. No,
that sounds racist.
no, it's just Japanese, bro. Why you gotta be
Oh,
so fucking angry?
I don't know. I mean, anyway, yeah. So yeah, that I mean, there was I mean, Martin Hoodie. He was every time Bruno was out there, he was on the stopwatch, even though he was still calling out lap times. I mean,
Yeah.
they were. I mean, these guys are professionals. It's interesting to watch. It's like when you sit at a track and there's arguably 9 to 10 world champions running,
Mhm.
it's interesting to see their the way they practice and the way they work.
How many
And
wannabe world champions were there?
wannabe,
Wannabe.
probably two that I know of.
Oh, only two? There had to
Oh,
been. Come on, bro. There had to have been like at least 10, 15 wannabes there.
oh well, I'm sure, but I mean, yeah, not wannabes as in they truly want to be, not
Yeah.
necessarily like poser wannabes. I'm not. I'm not saying it like that.
Okay. Okay.
The serpent car looked pretty good. The new serpent car.
At a 411, what is that?
I don't know. I have
Yeah.
no fucking clue.
Dude,
But
they're in Florida, bro. You know?
um, n- but yeah, the new serpent car. I mean, it actually looked like. And then I guess from all accounts, and you can hear dun 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 dun, breaking news that allegedly from what I understand, and again, this is just rumor has it,
Yeah.
that there will be a new Mugen car at the Worlds. It was not there for the warm up, but it will be there for the Worlds.
Okay, sounds great.
So, so
Yep.
anyway,
Yeah. The 3 remaining Mugen customers are really going to enjoy it. So,
I mean, there's probably a lot more than 3.
no, there's not. Not in California anymore.
No,
No. Everyone's
was it?
jumping up to something else.
Oh yeah, where they all going?
Anywhere. Anywhere,
Anywhere?
bro. You know?
RC Maker? Is that
Yeah.
doing that?
It was like, did you see any RC makers there?
No, did not see one.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I mean, that could be me too, because
Oh,
like
yeah, because
again,
you're low. Yeah.
I don't fucking pay. I don't talk to nobody. I don't pay attention. Like,
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
one ever talks to me. So
Well, dude, you're like it's not like you're like Guy Smiley. Guy Smiley is a Sesame Street character, all right?
yeah, yeah.
No, you're not coming off as like, hey, everybody, just come over and say hi. You know, it's not the vibe thing. So that's okay.
Well, I get it, but like
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you ask like Hara for any um like hair product ideas for you? No?
No, he's not. I don't think he's on that anymore.
Oh no. Okay.
He's kind of low key.
All right.
Yeah. He I didn't talk to him directly, but overheard conversations he was having with other people that are fast,
Yeah.
and he's very I mean, he's very knowledgeable.
You
Like,
think? Come on.
I
Yeah.
mean, well, like, okay, so like there's a certain aspect of some of these racers that are very good that they are huh?
They don't know shit.
They don't know shit. They're just drivers. They're just a
Yeah.
wheel, right? They don't know, whatever. So, but he, on the other hand, is a little bit of both, right? He's mechanic and driver, and so like, yeah, he was definitely playing with some things and
Mhm.
trying shit out. He ran a different brand of car as well too.
Yeah.
So
Which
yeah,
one did he go faster with?
I don't know because I don't pay attention to what he was doing.
Hmm.
Like like I don't. Again, there's
Yeah. 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 Huh? Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
this is Hara,
There's
and then
friendly, and then there's like
there's
smash,
me down here.
Hulk smash,
Yeah,
Mangler smash. Mhm.
yeah. Again, yeah. Like, look, dude. No one wants to talk to the slow guy. Like, no one gives a shit what the fucking slow guy's doing, right? No one cares. No one wants to fucking like, hey, what's your thoughts on this? Like, seriously, like I understand why. I probably wouldn't do the same thing either. So like, it's good. It's okay. I can just be in my own little bubble, do my own little thing, and just worry about me and the D main, and that's
Yeah.
about it.
George, the only thing you missed is Mangler thinks he's going to be in the D main.
I am.
Okay.
That's my goal. D for destruction,
Delicious.
or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
hey, somebody's gonna win that motherfucker. Why not me?
There's no bump ups, kid.
I know.
All
I'm
right.
just saying. Like,
I
hey,
thought there might have been a ladder system you could do,
no, 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 no. Someone's gotta win it. It might as well be me.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you can out qualify the guy who TQs stock.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Ollie was laying down some serious stock times,
Yeah. I heard you went
and
like 11.4.
something like that. Yeah. It was.
I've done like 1:11.3 in my entire life at that track. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. So like, yeah, he was pretty stout,
Oh,
but
hey,
10-9 beats 11-4. So winner.
yeah, but you got to do more of them. You got to do 27 laps of them.
But there's a lot of 11-1s and 11-2s in there. And I still beat 11-4.
All right. But hey, you just can't have that 17.2. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
anyway.
Yeah. All right. Did
Wow,
you?
George, that's
Yeah,
fucking aggressive.
yeah, it is. I like it. Hey, did you have any transponder glitches at all?
None.
Okay, so those like 35-second laps where like you would own those?
Oh, I mean, I might have pulled off. I might have let somebody by.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah, yeah. those would have been my laps. I mean,
Because I've had misses at that track before.
no, I didn't. I don't know of any really misses that I had. Like I said, it was probably again pulling over there. It was really one day the people next door were
Lipo fire, I heard, kid.
oh that was something else, but this was they
I
were
thought
blowing off
Gager
the
was there. Reports
yeah
were saying Gager was there and a lipo fire happened. No?
yeah from one account it could have been arson.
What?
Yeah, that's what
Huh.
some it was. Anyway, but they were blowing the dirt next door and it was coming onto the track and the
Mm.
track literally lost over a second in pace, like just like that. Like in 15 minutes, it went from you could run 11 threes and you run 12 threes.
So, so is this what we do? Like we try to seed ourselves poorly. We run the first qual, like the first of the round, and then we marshal, and then we get our backpack blowers and we go out
Hmm.
to the field and just bah, bah.
Yeah, you pay the building next door to start blowing off their lot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think I could do that.
it was bad. Like so, I think that was like Thursday. Yeah, in the last few hours of Thursday, fuck it, just mailed it. Just don't even bother. Like it wasn't even like you go out there and you would come off and your tires had this film of dust just on them.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, obviously, if the wind kicks up and that happens, I mean, we're gonna have to deal with it. But, um, yeah, it wasn't. It
Mhm.
was pretty bad, and like you just like you couldn't even practice.
All right, last big question for you. Are there any new hot spots to eat at?
No, no.
So you guys were there for 5 days. You couldn't find one new joint for me to eat at?
I think the one night we went. I think one night we had fucking what's the chicken tender place? It's like Hardee's, but it's not Hardee's.
Okay. I don't know.
Um, but Publix chicken tenders were way better. Um, yeah, like one night we had chicken tenders, and then like yeah, no,
You guys bought too many tires that day, huh?
I guess so. Well, that was I think the night we they had night practice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this is the debate, and this is what's going to be interesting. So we have 10 hours of racing that we have to do every day,
Uh-huh.
and there's only like 8 hours of daylight.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to run at night,
Okay.
and the place gets pretty interesting at night.
But you kind of got to run the whole round at night.
Yeah, I don't know how it's all gonna work out.
Okay. You know what you could do is you could run like all the stock and then you could run all the mod. Or you could run all the mod, then you could run all the stock.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was like, but like I ran a couple packs at night, and I'm like, ooh, I'm like this feels really good, and it's like 11:06. I'm like,
Mhm.
I
'Cause
guess not.
your cars get tight at night.
Well, it's not even that. You can't. The hardest part was just judging the speed, like because your shit looks so much faster at night. You're like, oh,
So
I'm
you drive
going really
see.
well. You're like, I'm going fast, and you're not.
No, you got to send it harder.
Yeah, it's very deceiving.
Mhm.
So anyway, I think that we do run some night rounds. It will catch a people. Excuse me.
Well, you know what? You could just go to the
Yeah,
bar
just wipe that
early.
on your pants. That's
I
fucking
did.
great.
You could just go to the bar early.
I'm
That
not doing that. I mean, I'm gonna take my round, but
okay.
because you that those could be big money rounds for those people in the lower main, so we could just finish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, you cash in a couple of those, whew, we're looking solid D main. Like, you know what I mean?
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll be like fourth in the D
Okay.
instead of eighth.
Yeah. What main do you think I'll be in?
You'll probably be in the E.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were going to give me a response like, "Are you even coming?"
Well, that's a whole other story, but I mean, I don't know what your schedule's like
Yeah, we'll
anymore. So,
see. We'll see.
I mean, you're almost. If it wasn't for this podcast, we wouldn't even know you exist anymore.
Oh, come on, son. That ain't
Like,
right.
I mean,
I'm apparently going to the track on Saturday. I don't know where I'm running yet, but I'm going on the track on Saturday.
you're apparently going.
Yeah.
Well, you have a brand new 12 scale built up. Ready to go?
I have many brand new 12 scales.
Mini?
Many.
Like you built a bunch of brand new 12 scales?
Well, they're like, let's just call them fresh 12 scales.
Oh,
My
so
hardest,
what?
my biggest concern is like, I got to cut tires.
Well, you built your own tire chewer, so you should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hate cutting tires though. That's my
Doesn't
least
every,
favorite thing to do.
doesn't everybody?
I don't know. I think some people get off on it.
Oh yeah.
Not me.
Yeah. Cutting tires and mountain bodies. That's always the worst thing.
I can bang out a body in about 6 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah, it looks like it too.
It's fine. It's consistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. I gotta go. I got a thing.
Okay.
But Mangler, I love seeing you. I wish you and all the other Floridians a lot of luck.
Yeah.
And
Probably need a little.
hey, everyone does.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a real question. What body were you on?
Special.
Special with what wing?
Special.
Special, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I gotta stop buying OG bodies. I got to.
Why? Because you have too many of them. You never run them.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Here's the real question. Where in the world can you find a Twister Speciale right now?
Oh, like for sale?
Yeah.
Allegedly in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At a friend of ours' site.
Like RC Target?
No.
Oh.
Like EAM.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because RC Target's a distributor in America. So
they're out of Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've already had an order in Pablo for like, a month, then hopefully you'll get some.
Yeah, I mean, I heard in a week.
All right.
So.
Yeah, because right now it's slim pickings.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wherever you bought those Coyote batteries and shit, maybe they'll have some.
Maybe. You never know. Could be.
Yeah. Seem to be able to find things rather well.
But what I'm trying to say, when I can't find something, then it's hard to get.
Okay.
So.
I think I got like 4.
Bro, Sam might be for one.
That motherfucker's got like 17 of them. Like, he's got plenty. I guarantee you.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
All right, I'm out of whiskey. I need to go.
So, all right,
but it's been fun, and hopefully we're doing this same bat time, same bat channel next week.
Sure. Sorry.
All right.
It's been rough.
Yeah. You stay classy, Mangler. Okay.
I'll try. You too.
All right.
Thank you, friends.
Everybody. Bye.
Bye.